hinterland regions with refrigeration and air conditioning services. Contact details for them on page 35 of tonight's racebook. We welcome them along as part of the 100 Club sponsorship. The members' draw to take place fairly shortly, I would think, for $4,750 tonight, the members' draw. If the member who's drawn is here, identifies themselves within 5 minutes, they pick up the $4,750. If not, it'll go to $5,000 at the next night meeting here on December 14. We race here again on Sunday. First race just after 1 o'clock on a 7-event card. Now Galaxy King, locally trained by Michael Mayer, comes up into the gates. And I reckon that might be about it. Can't quite see the back of the chute from here, but... Or have we got still no? Here's Knights coming into view. Knights to be loaded. Jeff Gould on Visona Rose. He rode at Ipswich this afternoon, Jeffrey. Lots of heart, the inside runner. Rightio, John, thanks a lot. Set away here at the 1800 metres mark. And the Toppy Endless Tower was quite clearly the last to get going. Country Prince out well, tackled and headed by Our Gold Stash, and Uncle Heaven went to third. Knights up and around the outside to fourth, and then came Visona Rose, and Lots of Heart is sixth on the inside. Then 1 length to Count Romano, pulling just a little bit back in the field, and they're followed by Galaxy King and Endless Tower as the last one. Running up past the 1400 metres mark, and Our Gold Stash untroubled by 1 length. Uncle Heaven is second, Knights out wide is third. It'll have a chance to slot here in a moment, I think. Knights to get one off the rail outside of Country Prince, 2 to Lots of Heart. A neck away then Visona Rose, 2 lengths Galaxy King, followed by Count Romano, who's settled a little bit better now, is back second last, and Endless Tower the last one. As they whiz up towards the 1000, and there's Uncle Heaven on the outside, putting pressure to Our Gold Stash, so this won't help either of them. Uncle Heaven pressing on by 3/4 on Our Gold Stash, keen to hold the inside, 2 to Country Prince, who's running third, as they work off the back, and Knights is fourth, and then Lots of Heart. Visona Rose then a bit worse than midfield. Then came Galaxy King, Endless Tower, and Count Romano dropped out last. 700 metres to go. Our Gold Stash went through on the inside to regain the lead by a half on Uncle Heaven. They're a couple of lengths in front of Country Prince, followed by Knights. Visona Rose creeping into the picture nicely, followed by Lots of Heart. Galaxy King's a long way back before the turn from Endless Tower, and Count Romano has a lot of work to do. Our Gold Stash, it's done plenty of work from the word go. Heads for home about 1.5 lengths clear of Uncle Heaven. Now over on the inside, Lots of Hearts battling away gamely. Here's Visona Rose down the centre. It's the one. 200 metres to go, and Visona Rose went to Our Gold Stash and got away. Lots of Heart up on the inside. Then came Knights battling away from Endless Tower, but Visona Rose, ridden an absolute copybook race, is coming away now. And Visona Rose, Jeff Gould, wins by 3.5. Visona Rose easily. Our Gold Stash second. Knights was third. Lots of Heart fourth. Then Endless Tower followed by Galaxy King. Count Romano was never going well back in the field. Might prefer to be ridden up on the pace perhaps. Then came Uncle Heaven, and last of all is Country Prince. Well, Jeff Gould commenting in an interview with Bernadette Cooper, you've got to go where the rides are to put feet on the table. There'll be plenty for breakfast tomorrow. 2 Visona Rose, suited by the fast pace up front. Our Gold Stash led, pressured by Uncle Heaven, and then regained the lead, but they were sitting ducks, and Visona Rose was the one at the 200 metre mark to chime in, and then this Model of Consistency has raced away for a big win. Jeff Gould taking the 2 kilo claim on Visona Rose, who's binder yellow out of Southern Saint, raced by Mrs S. Avison. The She's a Winner Syndicate. Manager is Mrs S. J. Avison. And Stu McKinnon, the trainer here on the Sunshine Coast. That's 2 wins and a second from her past 3 starts for Visona Rose, and rising in distance to 1800 metres. She's cruised in. You'd reckon she'd go 2200 metres the way she whizzed down to the line for a 3.5 lengths win officially. 3.5 by 3/4 in 152.47. Record for the class is a bit quicker than that at 148.86. So Visona Rose too good. 2, 4, 6 and 7 for a second. Our Gold Stash did well to battle back gamely. Melody O'Brien for Michael Whitehouse from Deegan. And in third spot was number 6, Knights, Luke Tarrant for Alan Jones of the Sunshine Coast. Fourth position, number 7, Lots of Heart, who got up on the inside in the early part of the home straight, but just couldn't quite pick them up. 152.47, 3.5 lengths by 3/4. So Visona Rose, $3.90 and $1.70, getting the prize here in race number 4, the first leg of the quadrilla.
Of course, she needs a bit of galloping room, and he just presents her at the right time, and yeah, she does the rest.
Yeah, that's the key to her, isn't it? Put her to sleep early, and she's got a fantastic finish. She really gets down low and lengthens, doesn't she?
She does. Look, she's only about 14.3. She's a tiny horse, but she's quite long. She's got a good stride.
All right, so she's having start number 24 tonight, and that was her first crack at the 1800. Do you go a little bit further?
Well, look, there's another 1800 in a couple of weeks. I think we'll stick around there, but the way she finished that off, I wouldn't hesitate in starting over 2,000 in the future.
Yeah. She's certainly come along it, but she's always showed potential, hasn't she?
That's right. She's Nialo, slow maturing horse, and the owners have been patient with her, and we've just taken her time. Yeah, she's starting to pay the dividend now.
And certainly temperament-wise, she's really got a lot settled with her racing.
Oh yes, look, she's a real cranky little horse. You've just got to really treat her as a princess, and put up with all the little antics, and go with the flow. She's all right.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job. Thanks for your time, and well done. Thanks, Stewie.
Thanks, Bernie.
Stewie McKinnon doing a great job here with this little tiny mare by Nialo. Perhaps he might have a nice little stayer on his hands, so who knows what the future holds there, Andrew? Jeff Gould, the winning jockey here now. Visona Rose, well, it was a good win tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, it was pretty dominant, really. They run it genuine, so that helped it. She didn't have to do any work. We just, got to go to sleep, really, Probably about the 800, she had to get off the bridle to sort of quicken up to get back into the race. But then it's just a matter of time, and she's got a good spurt to her, and if you can put a length or two on the rest of them, then she keeps running. But if it's sort of a bit of a dog fight and you go too early, I think, yeah, she can get run down. But tonight, that was pretty strong. I didn't think she'd run the 1800 like that. It was pretty good. So
yeah, certainly when you peeled off their back, she just lengthened in stride. Stewie and I were talking about just how little she is, but she's got a great stride.
And she'd be a lot little under someone like me too, Bernie, because I'm not the smallest jockey in the world. So, yeah, she doesn't feel like a little horse, though, when you ride her. She lengthens out, she flattens out well, and Stewie's done a marvellous job with her, because they were always worried, even going to a mile with her, she could do it. So,
well, it's not that long ago she won a 1200.
I know, and there could be better things for this horse. When you start getting 1800s and 2000s, she'll be in the mix in town, I think. So.
All right, we'll keep her in the mix. You rode a brilliant race. Well done.
Thank you, Bernadette. Cheers.
Yeah, Jeff Gould, the winning jockey. Back to you in the studio.